Hi there, and welcome back to Stubbs Aquatics. If you haven't noticed, I hadn't put any videos out in a couple weeks, and I apologize if I missed your videos. I've been just dealing with some mental health issues that I'm hoping will get resolved soon. Had me laid up for a few weeks or more, well, about a month. Anyways, I'm back doing some shorter videos right now, and this video itself, well, it's about upgrading my filtration on the cheap. And, everyone has a budget, and I try to stick to lower cost. I don't have the money to have great big drum filters or really cool uh, fancy filters. I wish I could, and I'm really not knocking those who have them. I'm all for it. I just do what's within my means, and I'm trying to constantly upgrade my filtration. Uh, you know, that's a bit of a problem with some of us that, you know, think pond first, not filtration first. Anyways, that's for an upcoming video that I hope you'll check out. Anyways, let's get to the upgrade of the filters. It's not a long video. I hope you stick around. And for those who are here for the first time, welcome to Stubbs Aquatics, where we do everything from ponds, from shubunkin dedicated ponds to koi. We breed barbs, lots of tanks downstairs. We have about 15 tanks downstairs. So, I think you're in for a treat. We're dealing with the filtration. Well, let's get to it, guys. I really wanted to and really needed to modify my filtration. And I'm going to show you what all I've done. Now, you saw that we were doing the pool filter, and that was given to me by my neighbor. So I wanted to make good use of it. I wanted to try something other than K1. And, well, being that it's a in-water pump, it didn't have the strength to move sand or beads. So, of course, I went for a alternate route, as you saw, and it seemed to be working rather well. Now, I do need to get new fittings. Well, I did with what I had, basically. Let's go over the cost of this. As I told you before, this was a neighbor's old pool filter, and they didn't want it, so I was given it. What did it cost me? Well, the scrubby pads was pretty simple. I asked my wife if she would mind grabbing me some scrubby pads at the dollar store. She came home with about a dozen. I said, well, would you mind going back and getting me about a dozen packages? She, of course, looked at me like I'm insane. And, well, I can't really blame her because, well, I have my moments. She came back, and as you can see, we filled that 3/4 of the way to the top with scrubbies. Holes were drilled into this, as you can see here, just to make sure nothing gets clogged, and the water will flow up. Actually, it's drawn down through those holes, but when you're backwashing it pushes back up through, and hopefully will clean the filter media. So what did I need to buy? I had to buy the. I couldn't find any piping that would match this offhand, and I didn't want to spend the money. And this was leaking a tiny bit, so it's draining into my pond here. I know, spent a couple bucks, right? But for now, I didn't have to. Other than I had to buy this, it was $10. I can live with that. And all the scrubbies. Of course, I wanted to move the Easy Pod off the deck, and it goes underneath the deck for now. I'm going to move it even further underneath the deck once it warms up. Well, I didn't want to go in because it was brutally cold, and it still is pretty cold. Easy Pod's doing its job. Easy to get to and clean in this spot. A bit of an eyesore with the piping, but hey, it's good, and the water flow going out is excellent. It's a really good movement in the pond, and that's what I wanted. I doubled up my box filters here, being my Oasis and my Laguna filter falls. Hey, you can never have enough filtration, and I'm constantly adding to it. And that's the main thing. Once it warms up a bit, my bog filter will be doing that much more. It's doing a great job now. It's nice and clear and clean, and this pond is excellent. Visibility. It's pretty early in the morning yet. It's just shortly after 8, so we don't have a lot of sun to work with. Visibility on this pond is just excellent now. Like I said, this one is 6 feet deep, and I'm liking the clarity of the water, that's for sure, as are my fish. Again, I have to get the piping back a little bit further. It cost me about $70 for all that piping. I can live with that. Now I just have to get it further back so my wife can live with the sight of that. So the water actually goes into the Laguna skimmer box, which has filtration in it as well. And here's my top pond. The clarity on this is excellent as well, even though the bog filter isn't up to full strength going yet. It's moving. And again, you saw the Laguna filter falls and my homemade filter, or sort of homemade. Again, that one comes right from the or by the skimmer box, not right in it. The Easy Pod comes right out of the skimmer box. I used to have both of them going out of the skimmer box, but it's just a lot of draw in that, right in that closed confined area, and I was finding it was clogging quite a bit. As you can see with the filters in there, they would clog up and really slow the water out. Oh, here goes nothing on the backwash. Wanted to see if it'd come out okay without blowing the pipe. A little bit of stress on it, but it's not too bad actually. Speaking of making do with what you have, well, I decided to make a really inexpensive version, similar to a vacuum shower, for my one of my shubunkin ponds. And I used the bottom of an old existing filter. The problem is, well, it leaks, the bottom drain, and it's just getting old, like me. Anyways, I wanted to reuse, repurpose, just like my buddy Vince does from Twisted Koi. So I decided I would use this old milk crate, a couple of my brushes that I'm not currently using, one of my wife's window well flower pots she's not using, or she doesn't know I'm going to be using, that has holes in it. It goes through and then into through some matting. It drips down and goes into more matting before it exits again in the bottom, and if it should fill up near the top. So I think this is going to work pretty well. It's not going to be heavily stocked in here. Probably 8 fish max, and that's a good sized pond. That's 6 foot round, 3 foot deep. So I'm thinking that's going to work pretty slick. What do you think? And didn't cost me anything at all, which is bonus. Well, thanks everyone for watching. I do really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that like button. Think about subscribing and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any upcoming videos. Again, I want to thank you for watching, and remember, keep on keeping on. Bye for now.